Hi guys, follow-up video on fitting my T-Motor anti-gravities. Bit of a strange one this. I've been racking my brains and I'm going to put this out there just in case it's me being completely stupid. As people know, I'm fairly experienced with the Phantom now. I've built this Phantom 1.5, but this thing is really puzzling me now. Okay, so first and foremost, let's look at my Phantom 1.5 and the orientation of it. Front is here, back is here. I have the arms on correctly, they're all matching up. I've literally just come back from taking this for a flight with my Gropner props. Now, the plan was I was doing a flight test to see how long the battery lasted with the Gropners, and then I was going to put the Phantom 2 blades on, these guys here, now that I've got counterclockwise and clockwise motors. So, you may have seen my fitting video already. So, what I'm going to do right now in front of you, I'm going to show you how T-Motor describe where the motors should go. So where the counterclockwise ones go and where the clockwise ones go. So take a look at this diagram, which will be popping up in front of you right now. Okay, now as you can see on this diagram, it says front of the motor pointing downwards, clockwise here and here, counterclockwise here and here. So let's get back to my Phantom. Okay, so same orientation as in the image there. Front is here. Now, this one then should be clockwise, CW. This one here should be clockwise, CW. How do we know it's CW? Two ways of knowing it. First of all, if I can pick this up. There we go. The fact it's got CW written on there, that's a damn good indication. And if we move over to the one on the other arm, CCW, counterclockwise, all good. Okay, now I'm going to show you a picture of what everyone else's Phantom 2s look like, or other Phantoms with the props on. Okay, now notice the colours of the prop nuts on here. So now I'm going to bring you back, and here's my Phantom. Okay, now that means, judging from that, the black spot should be going on this motor. One problem with that, this being a silver spot, an anti-clockwise silver spotted one, so unlock, lock, so this is spinning down, tightened. Notice how I've done that, so to tighten I've gone clockwise. So this means that this is all well and good, but the problem is when I do that, and likewise I've done it with the opposite side as well, so in other words this should tighten by going the opposite direction, which it does, but it's blooming stiff. But there we go, that's now on. Okay, problem is with that is that when you take that for a flight test, it doesn't even take off. Now, I know exactly why it doesn't take off. The reason it's not taking off is because those props are in the wrong configuration. Now, first thing that I'm thinking is, okay, well I must have put my motors on the wrong way round. Issue is, I've done a motor test and the motors spin in the right direction for the various M1, M2, M3, M4. So, conclusion, the only one that I can come with is that T-Motor have labelled, because I believe these are labelled, they've actually labelled these motors incorrectly, and actually this is not a CW motor. The other weird thing with that, I'll just undo this, he says, with one hand. Okay. Is of course you get a prop nut, and on your prop nut you get a CCW, and of course you get a CW. Okay, CW, fine. So CW means clockwise thread, clockwise motor. Screw it down. It's on. So this is a clockwise motor with a clockwise head. However, these blades, for whatever reason, are not the right direction. And the other way we can look at this is to take a look at a Gropner prop, which I will now go and get. Okay. L, which is going to be for clockwise. Look at the blade configuration. It's backwards. What do we conclude from this? Honestly, I don't know where the balls up has happened here. I can't really work out whether it's the motors that are labelled incorrectly or whether it's the props that have got the wrong threads and the wrong colours on the top of them. One way or another, I'm pretty sure that I've actually wired this up exactly as T-Motors have asked me to. But obviously my problem is that at the moment, instead of trying to lift, my Phantom's trying to actually go completely opposite direction. And of course you can't swap these motors over, the props over, because they've got threads that go the right direction. So the net result is what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to remove all the motors. I'm going to have to swap them all around so that the clockwise go where the counterclockwise are and the counterclockwise go where the clockwise are. So that will end up being what other people have got, which is a black spotted on this side and a silver spotted on this side. And obviously, most importantly, the profile of the blades will match as they should do. So yeah, so there's my dilemma. I'm wondering if other people have had this problem. I'm going to do a bit of searching on the forum, but I've done this video just in case. Obviously, feel free to comment, but mainly this will go on forum threads where people have got similar setups to me. So yeah, bit of a strange one, but there we go.